In chapter 2, section 14 of the Nigerian Constitution, this is what it says, clearly what it says. 2B says, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Simple and short. I'm just going to pick that particular part out to hammer on it because today's topic is going to cover something that has plagued Nigeria for the longest, which is insecurity. We're not even going all the way back to how much has been going on in the north normally, and things like the attack or the killings that happened in Jos during Easter, especially in a small gated community in Jos made up of mostly Christians. We're bringing it to the most recent killings of almost 200 people in Benue State. So if you're not informed, this massacre started Friday night, June 13th, and lasted well into the early mornings of June 14th. People were being killed and nobody came to their aid. Over 200 people had their lives lost, men, women, and children, and nothing was done within this time. So what exactly is the excuse for the lack of security? I'm trying to understand how we've seen it before. Chibok girls, people were being kidnapped for over how many hours? Nobody came to their aid. Same thing is happening right now. Nobody's coming to their aid. This time, like I said, men, women, and children were being killed, burnt alive. And this is not where really gets me ticked off. This is not the point or the part that really upsets me the most. What is getting to me is the fact that it seemed like there was some sort of nonchalance towards this situation from the government. The Pope released a statement way ahead of time compared to the Nigerian government. The president of the nation had not even said anything and was even he made a statement that he's going to clear his schedule from visiting Kaduna and plans to go and visit on the 18th of June to see the people, while an activist known as Very Dark Man had already gone to go and see what's going on, has shown us video evidence and spoken about the entire situation and look for how to support the people of Benue State. So I'm about to play the video that was released by him, and I just want to give a quick trigger warning to anyone who, might be triggered by the scenes, because yes, he's going to be showing things like dead body and charred bodies.
I am live in Yelewata in Benue State, where the attack took place yesterday that claimed the lives of over 200 persons, the herdsmen attack. Now, what my eyes have seen, my mouth cannot speak unless you people see it by yourself. So please follow me with the camera. Now, these are human beings. This is a child that was burnt to ashes. This is another one. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. Please. This is number 4. This is 5. This is 6. Now look at the skull of this one. This is 7. These are their bones. These are children that were burnt in this place. This is another room again. This is another person. This one you can see. This one is still even very much fresh. The body is still very fresh. The reason why I came is, one thing I've noticed is that it seems the government don't know what is happening. Maybe because it is not in their faces yet. I don't know why back in the day, when things like this happen, the news, the media bring it to our faces. But nowadays, it's as if maybe they have paid them not to come and talk about things like this, and it's...
So now we've seen it in the video. Very Dark Man has made it very clear that he intentionally came here just in case it's a situation where they say the government is not aware of what's going on and, they don't understand the intensity of what is actually happening to their people. He comes to, create a video, explains what's going on. We see the gruesome. It's very gruesome. I really am not... I'm still trying to soak it all up. But then our president decides to come and release a statement, and this is what he had to say.
We have a minute silence for the people victim of Benue. While I sympathize with the Benue people, I've spoken to the governor, the leadership and people of Benue to accept our condolences and tried hard, very, very consciously, to maintain peace, harmony. I sympathize those who have lost their life. I will adjust my program and go see Benue people on Wednesday.
Okay. So I'm sure you're waiting to hear things like what the next step is going to be, how they are going to apprehend these perpetrators, how they are going to, come and handle the situation with these bandits. We're waiting to see what exactly is going to provide a solution for the families that are grieving, for the village that has lost so much, and what is going to happen to the people that are causing this? How are they going to find them? What are they going to do? What are the penalties going to be? No, he has decided he will clear his schedule to visit. And let's go to Twitter and then read what he said initially. That was the first statement he said addressing this particular situation. I have been debriefed on the senseless bloodletting in Benue State. Enough is enough. I have directed the security agencies to act decisively, arrest perpetrators of these evil acts on all sides of the conflict and persecute them. All sides of which conflict exactly? People were in their houses, people were in their community late in the night sleeping. People came in, attacked them, killed them, burnt their houses and their children down, and we're still looking for how to arrest people from all sides. It's giving, the conflict is two people. This is not two people fighting. This is innocent people that were attacked. Let's continue what he says. Political and community leaders in Benue State must act responsibly and avoid inflammatory utterances that could further increase tension and killing. This is the time for Governor Alia to act as a statesman and immediately lead the process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring peace to Benue. I want you guys to try and think about that statement. What does that even mean? Dialogue between who and who? So are you trying to tell us that you know who these people are? Are you trying to tell us he can actually go and find these people? And when he finds these people, what he should do is lead peaceful dialogue between people that are killing other people? Is this how we're beginning to treat terrorists in our country? These are criminals that are taking the lives of other people, and it's dialogue. Let's finish what he says. Our people must live in peace, and it is possible when leaders across the divides work together in harmony and differences are identified and addressed with fairness, openness, and justice. What differences? You want peace and harmony. What has been done to make sure that is accomplished? This is not the first time this is happening. And the way things are being handled, it doesn't feel like it will be the last. Why on earth should people be afraid of sleeping in their own homes? We hear that the local police did their best to try and fend off some people or some of these bandits. But there were so many, they came from the other side and continued to kill and plumage the whole community. And the solution is to look for how to bring them together to find peace and harmony. No, you arrest criminals. That is why there is law. That is why there's a system put in place. Not that people are let loose to do whatever they want and know that eventually the government will come and say, all we need to do is find these people and teach them how to live together in harmony. You know, we're all in the same house. What kind of statement is that? You break the law, you should suffer the consequences. People are dying here. We're not even talking about, picking somebody's cow up. People are literally dying. Children, mothers. It's bad enough that people are barely eating well in the country. They don't even have a right to life again. So that we can have a dialogue. There should be no dialogue. There should be arrest of criminals. Is there fear? Are you afraid of these people? If you can say they should be brought together, you are telling us you know where they are. Why are they not being apprehended? Why are arrests not being put in place? Why is security not being... In fact, when a statement came out about security and it seemed like there was some kind of defense of we've done a lot, we are the ones that have been taking care of the country, you don't know all we've done. Nobody is telling you've not done anything, but something bad has happened and it's time to take accountability and make sure things are put in place, that these things are not repeated. When will accountability step into play in this country, for God's sake? Instead, it's always diverting blame. Oh, somebody else is at fault. It is never me. It was your responsibility. And people are not sleeping safe in their homes. All right, let's look at some statements some people had to make under what he released regarding this issue in Benue. Now, someone said enough is enough, but the government still reportedly pardons terrorists, rehabilitates them, and sets them back free into society. We've seen that happen. Nobody should come and act like this is brand new. Enough is enough, whereas the government does nothing to fix the problem. Same question I keep asking. From all these statements and all, where exactly has it been said, or where we don't even want to hear talk anymore? What is being done actively? We've not seen action being taken to make sure that these people are reassured that, yes, I can go back to my house and sleep and be safe. We've not seen that. Enough is enough, yet this isn't the first time that the masses are being massacred in the northern region and across the nation. It is not. We can go back years. Insecurity is, people are afraid to travel to their hometowns for God's sake. We cannot comfortably stay out past a certain time because of fear of life. In fact, people are afraid of living in their houses because they can be plumaged from morning till night and nobody will come. He goes on to say, enough is enough indeed. This is not a serious administration and has never shown any signs of bettering the nation. We don't want to hear talk. We want to see doings. So someone else says this, after 48 hours, this man, do you really have a heart? You were just debriefed after 48 hours of massacre and 200 people lost their lives. The Pope in Rome already spoke about it. Videos of burnt children, charred beyond recognition, already litter social media. And you made no statement for 2 days. You are not only useless and incompetent, you are horrible, soulless, and heartless. 200 human beings, and you kept mute. Shame on you, sir. Obviously, a lot of people are upset, are tired, are begging for the barest minimum. The government has left a lot of Nigerians to fend for themselves, to accept whatever has been offered to them, which what is being offered a lot of times is hunger, poverty, and death. Come on now. And then going back to the governor of Benue State himself, what can he say is being put in place to make sure that his people are, safe again? Or the people are trusting of knowing that the government has their best interests at heart. Now, what shocked me the most is what he eventually decided. He says Benue declares Wednesday a work-free day for Tinubu's visit. He's giving public holiday to welcome the president. Okay. What? And now let me tell you something. The truth is that once the president should land, the kind of security we will see, you will not know that we have it in this country. But when it comes to human beings trying to just live, farmers, they've posed no threat, living their lives. Why is that energy not being channeled to them as well? All this being said is really disheartening because right now what we are being faced with has a lot to do with nonchalance, pushing of blame, incompetence. There's just a level of nonchalance because the least your people deserve is security. Even if somebody wants to say you don't have rights to this or that, you have the right to life, the very least. These people should be apprehended. The people causing this problem should be arrested. They should be looked for and found. Energy should be pushed into making sure that there is security in this nation and people can live without fear of someone just ending their life for no reason, for no good reason. And I'm hoping that we continue to move towards a Nigeria that keeps getting better. And I genuinely want to send out my condolences to every single person who has lost a loved one in this mindless massacre. To the woman who lost 5 children, to the man who lost over 20 family members. Our hearts go out to you. And I hope more Nigerians will be able to stand up and try and push for Nigeria to get better. Please, we want to see actual solutions and we want to see workings. Enough of too much talk. We want to see workings, not just hear talk. All right, guys, I've come to the end of the video and I would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave that in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on your post notification and share this video. I would love to hear your thoughts like I said. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.